what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back at one of my favorite undisclosed locations because we have one heck of a four-door performance luxury sedan. This is a 2021 upgraded, refreshed Audi RS7. But before we get into this sexy sportback of a sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. Audi, this iconic German brand, has really built a name for itself when it comes to performance, but when it also comes to that outstanding style and attention to detail. Now, going an RS model means that whole racing side of the business, that whole, it's called Rennsport, racing sport. It takes all of their great wins from the 24 Hours of Le Mans, 12 Hours of Sebring, and then sports car and other endurance races across the globe. Now, on top of that, a lot of people fail to remember that Audi has a rich history in rally racing. That's really where they developed that Quattro all-wheel drive system. Well, once upon a time, in a galaxy very far, far away, if you needed a four-door sedan, you had to make sacrifices. And one of those major pieces of the performance puzzle that was sacrificed was horsepower. One thing is for certain, with this 2021 RS7, no longer do you have to make any sacrifices. You could have your cake and eat it too, because underneath that hood we have twin turbocharged V8 goodness and of course that versatility of the sportback design. So what I want to go ahead and find out is, when you're comparing this to the competition, especially those other German Euro brands, you know who they are, Mercedes, AMG, and of course BMW, is this Audi RS7 for 2021, is this the car to park in your driveway? Let's go ahead and find out. Right off the bat, the news for 2021 starts at the front of the business. We're gonna see updated, upgraded front fascia headlights. You'll notice we have the LED daytime running lamps illuminated for your viewing pleasure. You're gonna get all that excellent light technology that was developed on the tracks, including Le Mans, to where you're gonna get a nice, beautiful, bright white light to illuminate the roadway in front of you. I'm absolutely digging what they've done in the corners of the front fascia. So you're gonna get these triangular vents, really unique, makes it stand out. You have some gloss black, and then this one has the carbon fiber optics package. So you're gonna get carbon fiber trim throughout the whole body of this RS7. Looking really good. Not too much gloss black, but the carbon fiber kind of cuts everything down perfectly. And of course, we have that beautiful glacier white color that just pops in the Florida sun. Now, as we come across this center grille, this is what Audi is all about, that open face grille. They really kind of were the ones that brought it to the forefront of design. We have the blacked out auto union badge. Remember, those are the four German auto companies that came together during the World Depression. You're gonna have a forward-facing camera. There's a bit of gloss black, but you know what? It fits really well on this RS7, and then we can't do without the RS7 badging. So when you see RS, like I was saying, that's racing sport, Rennsport, that is the ultimate when it comes to overall performance, style, handling, and braking for an Audi product. This starts off as an A7, then you could go S7, and then RS7 is the one everybody dreams of. Just to let you know, at the front of the business, this thing is over an inch wider than an S7. So that is what you're getting with this unique bodywork. Now, the one zonk is gonna be this design that they have here. Now, I understand why it's here. It's there to kind of mimic what was on those rally cars in the 80s. Also mimics their Trans Am racing. You know, Audi was very, very successful in the Trans Am series throughout the late 80s into the 90s, and that kind of mimics that design. I just wish that it was functional. That really is the only zonk. Other than that, it's looking so aggressive. The carbon fiber front lip splitter, stopping air going underneath the vehicle, getting air to all the heat exchangers to do all the cooling. Now, when we get up onto the hood, I do like the way the hood meets nicely with this gloss black area. You're gonna have just simple lines going towards the windshield. Other than that, very, very clean design. And that's what I've always liked in all of the Audi products, from the R8 to the TT, and definitely this RS7. Now, when we come around the bend, the performance doesn't stop. No pun intended.
we're talking about optional 22-inch wheels. I love the machined aluminum, this beautiful design in each of the spokes. You'll notice the Audi Sport branding on the wheel, but that's a 22-inch wheel. Lurking behind that wheel, I hope you have your UFO license, because those things are as big as flying saucers from planet Mars. Those are carbon ceramic rotors, 16.5 inches in diameter. Yes, that's bigger than the pizza that you ate last night. Two-piece rotors to really cut down on the heat, dissipate that heat, but also cut down on the rotating mass. And then these calipers are just straight ridiculous. Bright red, 10 piston calipers with the Audi branding on it. Works perfectly, I think, with the style of the wheel and our glacier white, beautiful RS7. But really just shows the attention to performance detail. Of course, under all four corners, we're gonna have that Audi adaptive suspension. You adjust it to whatever the driving situation brings to you. And we have the Quattro all-wheel drive that's gonna allow you to just kind of claw at the pavement just like a Puma. But looking really good. We go down the side of this muscular sedan. You can see the wider fenders. That's gonna help give it that extra width compared to an S7 or an A7. We have carbon fiber on the mirror caps. I like the gloss black top and bottom. The Zonk, why not paint the whole roof black? We got black up front. You got your, small panoramic sunroof. It would have been nice to have gloss black this back area. So if I was to get one of these, or if you were to get one of these, I would recommend getting this back portion wrapped. But boy, oh boy, down below, this beautiful body line. I love the way they work the lower sill and then blended in the carbon fiber so perfectly. It's like it's kind of just giving you a peek of what's going on underneath all that sheet metal, with the way that the carbon fiber kind of just does like a little bit of a show and tell kind of game, showing you just enough. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. But as we get towards the rear, it kind of flares out. There's our 22-inch wheels. Now out back, you're looking at 285 on the width, 30 series sidewall, and yes, of course, massive rotors, carbon ceramic at the tail end of the business as well. As we come around the back, it's just like that Justin Timberlake song, Sexy Back. Love the design of a Sportback RS7. The way that low roof line comes into the glass, into that rear hatch, because remember, this whole rear section opens, glass and all. We have our active aero. So at speed, this is going to raise and give you actual real downforce. And then once you're below that speed, it tucks in super clean. The work that they do on their taillights is exquisite. That's that new OLED design all the way across with the blacked out badge, and you get the RS7 badge. Love the taillights, super slim and trim. And then as we work our way down, more glorious carbon fiber, the other Zonk fake vent area. They should have just left this smooth, or make it actually functional and give us some extra flow, because there's got to be a lot of heat coming off the back of this RS7. We do have the optional sport exhaust, so just wait for a little eargasm out of those gloss black oval tip exhausts. But you know what? Let's go see what makes all that beautiful, harmonious sounds. Let's pop the hood and see the heart of this RS7. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have hydraulic hood struts. Underneath that hood, though, is that massive power plant. That's that 4-liter V8 twin turbocharged engine. It's the same engine as that sibling to this vehicle, the RS6 Avant. You're looking at a 4-liter twin turbo V8, which equates to, guess what, more horsepower than last year's. 591 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. If you're wondering, well, Joe, how did they get that extra horsepower? There's actually 2.9 pounds of extra boost compared to last year. Quattro all-wheel drive is gonna launch you 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat, quarter mile at 11.3 at 122 miles an hour, top speed 190, and the vehicle weighs 4,938 pounds. MPGs, if you really care about that, I'll show you a Prius that probably will excite you, but let me give you the numbers. Not too shabby for this performance. 15 in the city, 22 on the highway. I like looking underneath the hood here because you have that bright
shiny aluminum heat shield. Of course, we got the twin air inlets. You got the bracing at the back of the firewall to stiffen everything up. But why don't we go ahead? It's that time. Let's fire up this Audi and hear its roar. All right, guys, we're inside this 2021 RS7. It's just mind-blowing what Audi is bringing to the table, and it just shows that all that history of racing success and engineering and design it's in this vehicle, and that's what I love about the brand. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've been dreaming about this four-door performance sedan. I've looked at the others, but there's just something that makes my heart pitter-patter every time I think about this RS7. How much is it? So with the carbon ceramic brake package, the executive package, and the carbon fiber optics package, you're looking at MSRP right around $137,000. Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panel. So you're going to notice going executive package, full leather. So you got leather up top with that contrast stitching, the carbon fiber trim, all throughout that top portion. I love the silver. It's so exquisite, kind of breaks everything up nicely. In the center, you're gonna have Alcantara material, leather on the armrest with the RS bright red stitching. Door pocket is a little on the tight side, but you should be able to get 2 Bavarian pretzels, nice, large, hot and fresh, and a bottle of root beer to wash it down. Now, when you go from the door panel to the dash, executive package, more leather up top, the carbon fiber material. The one thing I'm not in love with is the gloss black. It's a little bit gloss black heavy, but I do love the Quattro badge. And then guess what? Get your Texas Instruments TI-85 calculator out, because we're going to add up some numbers. You have an 8.6-inch touchscreen up top here. What's great about the screen is that, of course, you could touch it and go through a bunch of different functions. Watch this. We could go into Audi Drive Select. There's the RS7. We could go into the different modes, go into dynamic, go into comfort. Really, really nice, super smooth. Then you just go right back, and look, we're back again. RS monitor. This is something you get on the RS models, obviously. So you can see how it's got all of our temps. You just side scroll. You got the different G meters setup going on, and then you could do your tire pressure, but obviously we need to be at speeds at 16 miles per hour. It also gives you your tire temps as well, which is phenomenal. We go back to home. You're going to obviously have navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the whole 9 yards. Look at that. It's Google Maps. Look at that. I can see my mom's house. Hey, Mom, what's going on? She's outside watering the plants and whatnot, but super clear. As we drop down, we got 8.6. Get your calculator. Add 8.3 to that. So now we have an 8.3-inch screen down here. I know when you look at it, you might say to yourself, wow, there's a lot going on there. It's actually easy to understand. So you have heated seats, ventilated seats, which is wonderful. They got you covered. You got your dual climate control, and it's just really easy. I mean, you just touch it, and it gives you a nice kickback and lets you know what's going on as you're operating through it. You could also do your drive select modes here. You got your start-stop button with the RS red trim around it, some silver, and then this is going to control that 8-speed automatic. I like the perforated leather. A little bit more gloss black, nothing too crazy. 2 cup holders. The bad news is that there's no lid here. It would be nice to have a carbon fiber lid or something, but you do have a 12 volt, and I also do like the RS badging on the key fob. And to match the gloss black on the interior, it's on the key fob as well. Nice buttons on the front with the Audi badge there. And then armrest. It's a little on the stiff side, but it looks good. So you got the red stitching. You can slide it back, slide it forward, pick it up. You got wireless charging, and then guess what? 2 paydays easily and 2 USB-Cs. So if you are buying one of these, you've been hitting the paydays, and you got your payday bars in there, and then the seats. Absolutely sexy, seductive, stylish. One-piece backs, the RS logo. I love all the red stitching. Bolstering is perfect. Design is amazing. Full electric assist for the passenger and the driver. And the leather is so freaking soft and wonderful. And then guess what? Like I pointed out, we have that sunroof. Nice size. It's like a sunroof and a half. Real easy to use. I don't need to open it to show you. You know what happens when they open up. I'm 6 feet tall. I got plenty of headroom in here. Come on over though. I want to show you behind the beautiful wheel on this RS7. Guys, I hope you still have your calculator out because we have some more adding to do. But before that, I love it welcomes you with the RS7 badge. Lets you know that you did it right on that car purchase. And then look at the foot box. Audi does a great dead pedal, nice aluminum, brake pedal and throttle, because remember, you could drive this to work every day and go do a track day all in the same week. You have your seat controls, easy to get to, that lower lumbar, ooh, that feels good right there. Steering wheel, electric tilting and telescoping, like the thickness. The red contrast stitching reminds me of a baseball that I used to have that Ken Griffey Jr. signed. It's got the RS logo, a little bit of gloss black, a little bit of silver, tasteful on the horn button with the Audi grille, and then they put nice paddles. And they made them a little bit larger because they've been watching Rady's rides, made them just a little bit larger. I just wish they were metal. They're not metal, they're actually plastic. And to me, that kind of lessens the overall effect, especially something that you're gonna be touching a lot if you're shifting through the gears. But one thing that Audi has done right since day one, that when they brought out the virtual cockpit, is that 12.3. So get your calculator at another 12.3 inches to all of the screens in here. I love the colors, the fonts, the graphics. Watch this. You could change it all up, get the information that you need. And of course, you got your RS mode, puts that active exhaust, the full sing, G meter, the whole 9 yards. Look at that. Really, really nice setup. But we're gonna go ahead, get to the back seat, and see how your passengers are gonna be holding on for dear life as you hit your apexes at Sebring. All right, guys, we're in the back seat of this Audi RS7. And if you were wondering, well, Joe, are my rear seat passengers gonna be squished? No, even with that sexy roof design, I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of headroom back here. What I do like is how Audi has added that extra set of AC vents in the frame, one on each side for the passengers back here. Love the leather, not digging the plastic or the cargo net. So we are gonna zonk that, but the good news is you got some room there for some track maps while you're at the Nürburgring, while you're at Laguna Seca, maybe even Silverstone over in England. Your passengers can know exactly what turn you're in, maybe even help you navigate, who knows. AC vents in the center as well. The controls mimic the ones that are up front. You do have heated seats, but no ventilated seats. I don't know why they can't put ventilated seats at this price point, but you got two USB-Cs, a 12 volt. I have my own cargo net over here, plenty of room to sit, and then look what we got. Pull that armrest down, semi-soft. You have, of course, your two cup holders. Lift this up, you have your Skittles tray. You could pour a pound of Skittles here. They won't scratch off their colors. Have them open up the sunroof. You could taste the rainbow, see the rainbow as you're going through the twists and turns of your favorite racetrack. And then the seats, look at how they put bolstering on the back seats. It really is gonna hold you into place nicely while your driver is hitting those apex spot on the money. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the cargo area, because I can't wait to take you on throttle with me. It's time to show off. We already talked about the performance and what this RS7 brings. This just goes to show that you don't need an SUV, a performance SUV. You could get one of these. You hit the button, that sportback raises up, and you're looking at 25 cubic feet of usable space. You have so much room, they even provide a cargo net on the side. And look, Gareth and Zazareth, two of Rady's Rides Patreon members, left a box of Twinkies in here because they fit perfect. And you know what? Doing your hot laps at the Nürburgring, they're gonna stay rock solid in that cargo net area. Other than that, I love how flat the floor is. You got a nice amount of room between that beautiful, bright, shiny metalwork and where the cargo floor is, so you don't have stuff rolling all over the place. But you know what? As good as this cargo space is, the best part of this car is, of course, the on throttle. If you're ready, I'm ready. We got the keys to this. Let's take it for a little spin. All right, guys, we're in this 2021 Audi RS7. Right away, you just feel perfectly placed behind the wheel. I do have it in manual shift mode, so that means I took the shifter, I pushed it over to the right. We're gonna use the paddles, and we are ready to rock and roll. But I'm gonna actually come to a dead stop and do the launch control. Real simple, hold down the brake, Hold down throttle, release that brake. Here we go, yeah! Yeah! On those brakes. Feeling good. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this thing. Holy jeez. Oh my God. So let's take a second here and just process what the heck is going on. So using those paddles, going up and down that 8-speed automatic transmission, very, very quick. Remember, it's not a DCT, but still getting quick, purposeful shifts in that RS mode with everything else set to full dynamic settings. Having the head-up display really is a pleasure because it gives you all the pertinent information. The tach, it tells you what gear you're in, the whole 9 yards. Feedback, this thing is just planted. It really feels like somebody just sprayed the stickiest of all glues and some gum on top of it to make it stick to the road. So planted, and that launch control, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds guaranteed. It's just so crazy how you launch from corner to corner. You gotta be on the money and really focused doing your shifts. I wish the paddles were just a little bit larger. I know I'm probably asking for too much, but just a little bit larger, and it would have been nice to have them made out of some kind of metal. But the virtual cockpit, the seats, the amount of room in here, this thing is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So we'll do a slow roll this time. On throttle, here we go. Golly. On the brakes, those carbon ceramic rotors. Look at this. Nice. I love this part here. Yeah! Look at this. Really, really nice. As you're picking up the pace, you can feel the back of the car just moving a little bit to allow you to square off the corner. That gives you a faster trajectory. All right, guys. Throttle down, brake down, release. Yeah! Oh my God. Unbelievable. I mean, you're able to just rock it out of every turn. And the great news is, for daily driving, everything is exactly where you want it to be. Very easy to get to everything. Audi is doing some amazing things with performance, with style, and of course, even the versatility of that sportback design. Of course, we got that twin turbo V8. I wish there was just a little bit more sound, believe it or not, coming from that sport exhaust, but if you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Yeah! Oh my God, look at this. Nice. Oh my God. This car, I'm telling you, it's a tour de force with technology, all of that great engineering over the years, all of the race wins, everything's been poured in buckets into this RS7. And it's no surprise because of those two letters, RS. When you attach that to any Audi vehicle, you're just getting something very, very, very extra special. All right, guys. One more time for me, definitely one more time for you. I love the sound of that V8. Just want a little bit more, but coming to a dead stop, you know how to do it. Here we go, yeah! Did you not just see how we went through that right-hand turn? And this is a four-door sedan. That's not supposed to be happening. Unbelievable. Such a pleasure, such an honor to be able to share this caliber of vehicle with you. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for that ultimate in a four-door performance sedan, you got a tough job ahead, because this thing is doing the business. If you know how to get the business done, if you know what I'm saying. But we're gonna wrap it up, get back to our undisclosed location. I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another amazing experience with this 2021 Audi RS7. I definitely got to thank Jacob and everybody over at Audi USA for allowing Radies Rides access to this beast. It shows you could have the four-door versatility. You could even have a ton of cargo space, but you could also have that mind melting. It just melts your frontal lobe. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds and a top speed 190 miles an hour, all wrapped up in a very, very sexy sedan package. You definitely want to add this to your list if you're looking at the competition. But if you want to keep seeing cars like these on Radies Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, 2 ways to do it. Click the first link, get yourself some Radies Rides merch. Click the second link, become a Radies Rides Patreon member. I got to give it up to the best member of the Radies Rides family, Lori, rocking that camera like a champ. She's loving the curves of this Audi RS7, and she's getting them spot on the money just for you. So show her some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.